Oh, wait, how y'all feeling? Y'all just don't know. Like, it has been a whole shebang, bang, bang going on this past few days. And man, I'm so glad to be here with y'all today. I really am because, one, just getting back in town, and two, like yesterday, y'all, the jet lag lagged me. I would have been on here looking super duper crazy. But I'm here for it, and I'm here to tap in today, y'all. We're here to talk about this full moon in Pisces, this portal, this 999 portal that's still here. Y'all know I got my notes, so I'm pulling my stuff up right now. But it's really been a thing, and I feel like there is such a big release happening. And as much as there is a release happening, I also understand and know that there are things that people are still trying to hold on to, because to really release something, you've got to be really, really strong with the desire to explore and experience something new, which some people are just really stuck in that space. But that's what this whole full moon eclipse in Pisces is coming to do. It's coming to wipe the slate clean. It's coming to move stuff out the way that you really don't need in your way. And I'm here for it because, one, my Pisces, I'm sun sign Pisces, and I ain't playing with nobody. Really, I don't even have the time to play because life is lifing, things are moving fast, and I just want to be able to be on the ride to get to where I'm supposed to be in this particular junction in time. And I hope to be able to take you all there where you need to be and give you some guidance, because the time is right now. And so we're going to be here for a little while today. And today we're going to talk about sacred flow and rebirth, because I really believe that that's what this is. And that if we're not really able to tap into that sacred flow, then what happens is we start to get real stagnant in our energy, and that's not what we want. We want to be able to really dive deep and to have this kind of a freestyle. Like, 'cause I was thinking about this weekend and how I actually used to be a freestyle hip hop dancer back in the day. Anybody that knows me and knows me from back then, they know that like I was really into to hip hop and the culture and the consciousness of it all. But I also was really heavy into to freestyle dance and all of that. So I was a B girl. But today I was riding. Look, I think it's still the car from last week or the week before. And I was riding today, and while I was in Oregon, y'all, I just kept seeing 777 on the car. And so I was like, okay, I saw it once coming from the airport and then once getting to the hotel. And it was not the same car. I'm like, how they got the same license plate? But of course, the alphabets before the numbers were different. And so I'm going to shuffle these cards. I did not pre-shuffle for y'all to get this angel whisper. But look, okay, so I split the cards, right? Ain't nobody playing. Like, it's 1111 on one side and 777 on the other. So, and this the only card that's flipped inside out. So, and it's talking about alignment, and this one's talking about intuition. So a part of me feels like I need to take this just because it was the only card that was inside out in the whole deck. So I'm gonna take it because this is your lucky day. This is your lucky day. So if you tuned in, I want you to just take that information and just say, you know what, today is my lucky day. It's halfway through the day. Today is Tuesday. We're going to talk about this technique of being able to really tap in, right? Really tapping into your sacred flow and to rebirth and to use this portal, this 999 portal, to be able to get there. And remember, the first card that was on the bottom of the deck was 999, and now 777. And so I saw 999 first this morning, and then when I was on my way to the office, I saw 777. I got the pictures. I'll show it to y'all. And this all happened today. And so I'm super excited because the full moon portal is really something that's about bringing peace and powerfulness to people, so that when they really understand what this is about, they understand that if you're feeling all the feels, if you're feeling tender, if you're feeling intuitive and emotional and reflective, it's because the moon is deep water energy, right? So it's about flowing. And I'm a Pisces, y'all know that. So baby, I've been feeling it too, like a mermaid. Y'all remember the movie Splash? Some of y'all might be too young for Splash, but it was a Tom Hanks, and I can't remember the other girl's name. Like, I think it was Johansson, somebody like that. But anyway, she was a mermaid, and she got beached, and like she started turning human, but she needed to get in the water to be able to get her mermaid skills back, her fins and legs and stuff. It's so old. I have to, go back and look at the old movie. But that's how we feeling right now. Some of us may be feeling like fish out of water. And you ain't got to be a Pisces sign. You can look on your chart and see where you might have Pisces in your chart. But this is all about us being able to really tap into our feelings right now. And so this eclipse isn't just any full moon. It's a cosmic mirror to show you back to yourself what needs to be released, what needs to be restructured or rebirthed, okay? As we talk about birth, it's not always just about conceiving physical entities or human beings. It's about a well-rounded sacred nature, right? And it helps to open up that sacredness that we're in. It helps to build up our creativity, and it helps to really tap into our spiritual purpose. And I hope that this right here tonight, what we're talking about, we're not just talking about periods, we're talking about power. We're talking about power, we're talking about prophecy, and we're talking about this Piscean portal. So let's flow, okay? We can tap into this power deck, and then we talk about this period power deck, because we entering or leaving summertime, right? Summertime. So I'm gonna pull from the inner summer deck, and I did not separate them. So here we go, right? I'm just gonna do it, and get it in there, because I've been unboxing new products. We got our Rip Care products in while I was out of town, so I was able to pick those up last night from my my mailbox, and I was so excited to be able to bring those in here. So if you guys are looking for a new brand, tap into Rip Care. Go ahead and place your order online so that you can get you some biodegradable pads, because you know that most of the landfills right now, like, we fill up a lot of space with products that are non-biodegradable, and how that impacts our waterways and our food supply. Like, we don't really know about that stuff because we're not watching it. But part of my work is introspective in building out spaces for us to be able to really get creative about how we want to show up and be protective and productive of our space in the world, right? So now that I've got all of these cards separated, and I got the inner summer deck out, which you can order these period power cards coming soon on our website too. They'll be up probably by the end of this week. So I'm going to pull us an inner summer card, right? Because we're almost out of the summer. So I feel like it's important for us to know how to end the summer, because the summer ends on the 21st, 22nd of September. So we get ready to get into this releasing energy, right? So let's talk about this. Let's tap in. Let's tap in, okay? If I could play music, I would have been playing that right now, because that's what I really want us to be able to do, is to tap into this energy. Come on, let's see, Spirit. What do you want us to know, Mother Gods? What do the four mothers want to tell us about this inner summer, and how we can really be able to show up and do the things that we need to do so that we can stay in alignment, okay? And be in our progressive energy, right? Okay? So let's see what you're going to give us today. Okay? Okay. So today we get risk-taking. I don't know about you, but it's a big risk. You gotta roll the dice, okay? Dice rolling in 777. While I was in Vegas yesterday watching everybody play them slot machines, this man came up and we was talking, and we weren't talking, but he was talking and being loud and just telling everybody how he had been there all morning. And one of the things that he had done, he lost 22,000 and got 40,000 back. I'm like, boy, how you even got $22,000 and just go play in the slot machine? What are you doing with your life? But that's what he said. And so when I see this, as I'm coming back from Vegas, like that was where our layover was from Oregon, and I'm like 777 and risk taking. That man had to take a risk. He was being risky by losing that money, but he gained back double. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we miss opportunities because one, we're not willing to take the risk, which is what our inner summer gives us the opportunity to do. Right? Our inner summer gives us the opportunity to really tap into our cycle as a portal. Okay? It's not just about having a baby, it's about tapping into the portal that is open for you for the sacred flow and rebirth to come through. And this full moon eclipse in Pisces is doing just that. Okay? So we're gonna talk about it. But first we're gonna tap into this alignment, because I know that I cannot make this shit up. When this stuff happens like this, to me, it's like spirit is talking and saying, girl, talk your shit, because this is what you do. This is the work that I do. There are other people who do other ways that they want to show up in the world. But when I tell people I read cycles like tarot, this is what I'm talking about, okay? So the alignment, 777, your progress is recognized and alignment is here. It is within your reach. The whisper is reminding you to stay the course and feel source working through you. Your gifts are being recognized. The affirmation for today: I blossom and bloom, and I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. I blossom and bloom as I use my gifts. All things simply align as I feel the feeling of the divine. Okay, listen, y'all know, like, let me get that pineal gland energy flowing right now, because that's how I feel. Okay, as I am on day 13, so y'all know what that means. I'm coming out of the follicular, out of the seeding, all the seeds that was planted the week before with the downloads, and now I'm taking those downloads and I've been planting them all this weekend so that I can walk into this energy of taking the risk. Right? Of taking the risk to feel the feels, even though it feels tender. My breast been tender. I'm like, dang, I'm ovulating. My breast hurt a little bit. You know, I'm tapping into my emotional well-being, my reflections, you know, and so I know that this deep Piscean moon, full moon, watery energy is on us, but we're supposed to really take this in as our power. Okay? Take this in as our ancestors, our grandmothers speaking to us that we got to take risks. Right? We got to be willing to take risks. And if we're not, then we miss the whole progress. So, okay, risk taking. Progress does not have to be linear or incremental. Instead, you can skip ahead and get further quicker. Go on. I dare you. I dare you to get active in this portal right now. Okay? I dare you. The superpower, embrace the fuck it. Why not? Okay? Nature of the rising testosterone at the start of summer. Take a chance and have a go at something. Whatever it is, don't be afraid. Just do it. I was on my business coaching call this morning, and she was like, so many people never start. And I was feeling a whole bunch of ways last week, but this week when I came back, I was like, man, this is exactly what I needed. I needed to decompress. I needed to go away and be in a new environment. So when I came back, I could really think through a lot of the things that I wanted to birth in this experience, in this work, so that I can really come back and give to you guys something that you can live with, something you can live to, and something you can be inspired to activate within yourself. Y'all know we got the moon cycle mastery group coaching sessions that are going to be coming up, and I want y'all to make sure y'all take advantage. Last week was the last week to get the $200 off, but I'm gonna do something special for y'all today if y'all decide to go and enroll. But you only have until midnight tomorrow night to do it, because you know the portal energy is only open for 72 hours. So I'm going to extend that open to you guys, and I'm gonna share it with you here shortly. But the danger, let me tell y'all the danger of risk taking. Inherent is risk taking, is a chance of things failing. There's always a possibility, right, that it won't go the way that you thought it was going to go. But if they don't work out, have you really failed? Nope, not at all. I won't have you berating yourself because you've taken a chance. I guarantee it's more painful to have nothing to show because you were intimidated and fearful than to have something to show which didn't work out but can be adjusted, developed, and learned from. Man, this is speaking to me in so many ways, okay? The whole process of these moon cycle Mondays, which today is going to be Technique Tuesday, okay? This is a technique of tracking your cycle. When we talk about period, we're talking about technology. We're talking about tracking. We're talking about tradition. And there's an inherent danger that we also attribute to this whole concept about having our cycles, the cleanliness to it, the people knowing about it, all of that stuff. Like, but no, when we're in this summer phase of ovulation, it's okay to take a risk. But we also got to know that sometimes the things that we do might not always be in alignment. It's a gamble. That man lost $20,000, but he won $40,000 back. He doubled his money. So sometimes the cosmic mirror is like, what are you willing to face? Are you willing to look at your cycle as sacred? Are you willing to get the prophecy that comes from your cycle? Are you willing to look at it like a portal and allow the flow to really be a part of your self-care ritual? Self-care. Get some batch cooking done. Once estrogen and testosterone have simmered down after ovulation, the stash get some batch cooking done. Once estrogen and testosterone have simmered down after ovulation, and stash the food in the freezer for your autumn and your winter. Listen, that's conceptual. That's productivity, right? Do the things in this phase. Use the energy in this phase to do the things that prepare you for the next phase. And that's what I have been really trying to get across. We rest in the inner winter so that we can plant in the inner spring, so we can do the work to get the crops in the inner summer, so that we can go back and have a harvest ready in the fall to move us through the winter with ease. We don't do this work just because we want to talk about it and say, oh yeah, I know all the things about my cycle. Like, no, we do this because we know our cycle is a portal, period. Okay? So when we think about this, like, this ain't about being fearful or feeling intimidated about taking risks. This is about being in alignment. And when we can really talk about being in alignment, life shows up different for us. It shows up different. And I want you to be aware of that, and to be aware of it so that you don't feel intimidated, right? Because ain't nothing to be intimidated about. So today we're going to tap in and we're going to talk, right? We're going to talk. This moon is about endings, okay? It's about dreams. It's about emotional truth. I don't know if you know this or not, but like the sign of Pisces, it rules the feet, the lymphatic system, and the womb waters, okay? It's a purification moon. It's a moon that tells you, like, the things that you've been holding on to, like, what are your beliefs? What's your habits? What's the dumb shit that you really need to be like, I'm done with that, right? Or the cyclical patterns that are no longer aligned with who you're becoming, right? You need to ask yourself, the things that I'm doing at this particular time, are they in alignment with who I am becoming? Or am I just comfortable? Or am I just doing the same